This has to do with NV Energy's issue with solar energy in Nevada. Can the chairman help his environmentally conscious shareholders understand why NV Energy has lobbied for new rules in Nevada that make it prohibitive for households to use solar energy? Is there a good reason that we haven't yet heard about?
The public utility and the pricing policies, everything in Nevada as well as other places, but they're determined by a public utility commission. So there are, I believe, 3 commissioners that decide what's proper. The situation in Nevada is that in terms of rooftop power was that for the last few years, if you had a solar project on your roof, you could sell back excess power you generated to the grid at a price that was far, far, far above what we as a utility could buy it for elsewhere. So you could sell it back, we'll say, at roughly 10 cents a kilowatt hour, and about 17,000, maybe a few more now, about 17,000 people had rooftop installations. Now there were federal credits involved, but those usually got sold to other people in terms of tax credits. So they were being subsidized by the federal government, and that encouraged solar generation, as it's encouraged us to do solar generation and wind generation as well. But the people who had these 17,000 rooftop installations were selling back to the grid at 10 cents roughly a kilowatt hour energy we could purchase or produce either, but purchase elsewhere too, for 3.5 cents or thereabouts. So 99% of our consumers were being asked to subsidize the 1% that had solar units by paying them triple the market price, basically, of what we could otherwise buy electricity to sell to the 99%. So then it's just a question of whether you wish to have the 99% subsidize the 1%. And the Public Utility Commission in Nevada, they had originally let this small amount of rooftop solar generation be allowed as an experiment with this roughly 10 cent rebate. And they decided that they did not believe that the 99% should be subsidizing the 1%. There's no question that for solar to be competitive, just like wind, it needs subsidization. The costs are not yet at a level where it becomes competitive with natural gas, for example. And who pays the subsidy gets to be a real question if you want to encourage people to use renewables. And in general, the federal government has done it through tax subsidies, which mean taxpayers generally throughout the country subsidize it. And the Public Utility Commission in Nevada decided, after seeing this experiment, they decided that it was not right for well over a million customers to be buying electricity at a price that subsidized these 17,000 people and therefore increased the prices of electricity for the million. That question of who subsidizes renewables and how much, is going to be a political question for a long time to come. And I personally think that if society is the one that's benefiting from the lack of reduction of greenhouse gases, that society should pick up the tab. And I don't think that somebody sitting in a house in some place in Nevada, we'll call it Las Vegas, but it could be other cities because we serve most of Nevada, should be picking up the subsidy for their neighbor. And the Public Utility Commission agrees with that. I think we have Greg Abel here, who NV Energy is a subsidiary of of Berkshire Hathaway Energy. Greg, was there anything you want to add? Could we get a spotlight down here? Maybe the